tell me you're in southern France without telling me you're in southern France. That's right, we're back on the road. This time, we're headed south to a small town called Remy de Provence. We've chosen an Airbnb in this town to be our home base for the next several days, and we'll explore the surrounding villages from here.
This is the tourist walk of shame with the luggage.
Many hours later.
It's Bastille Day here in France, so we're gonna go find the party. We got the escargot. Don't be afraid, just do it.
Très chaud, très beau.
Is this thing on? Hey, it's Kelsey from the future, and we're back home here in Portland. While Quentin and I were editing this vlog, we realized it might be time to let you all in on a little secret. We're moving to France. Being born and raised in Portland and spending nearly all of my life here, it seems like moving to France would be a huge, really, really tough decision. But it actually feels like a no-brainer. We'll get to begin an entirely new chapter in one of the most amazing and beautiful countries in the world. And for Quentin, it will be a return to his motherland after nearly 3 decades of living in the United States. So in preparation for our move, we have decided to spend our summers each year exploring the region that we have truly just fallen in love with, Provence. Each year, we will identify a group of villages and small towns and explore each one, taking note of the things that we really like about it, the things that we don't really like about it, and eventually the goal is to narrow it down to the top 3 to 5 villages or towns that we really feel like we could call home. If you've been following us since last year, we started this quest by exploring the Luberon, and we went to villages like Coucaron, Ménherbe, and L'Isle-sur-le-Sorgue. And this year, we are spending our time in the Bouches-du-Rhône. This would be a great time to subscribe to our channel and help us grow. That way, you'll also be able to follow along with us as we continue on our search to find the perfect village for us. And we want to hear from you as well. If you are someone who has spent some time in France and has fallen in love with a town or a village, let us know in the comments. We are open to exploring and would love to hear from you. Okay, now let's get you back to Remy de Provence. We left our Airbnb in Remy and headed towards Eyguieres, a village with about 7,000 residents. It's big enough to feel lively most days, but still cozy and full of small town charm. The heart of the village is a maze of narrow streets, stone houses covered in ivy, and the main squares with fountains and sculptures to admire. We actually really liked the vibe and flow of this small village. Eyguieres is relaxed and friendly and super Provençal. Some locals told us to make the short climb up into the ramparts for the best view of the village and surrounding landscape. Eyguieres sits right where the flat plains give way to those rugged limestone hills and is surrounded by olive groves and vineyards, so the landscape is pretty much the postcard version of Provence. Maussane-les-Alpilles is an even smaller village of about 2,500 people, but the blue skies and tiny details brought this place to life. In typical French form, the center had little restaurants with outdoor seating and a good variety of shops and galleries to pop into. You definitely know you're in Provence when walking through Maussane, with shutters painted in soft pastels, the peeling paint showing their age, mixed with stone walls and worn plaster, gives everything a ton of texture. We admired the light and shadows, and the sound of pétanque being played nearby. Maussane is definitely one to come back to. Our plan right now is to stop in a little town called Fontvieille. There's only about maybe 3,500 people in Fontvieille, but we're gonna check out the downtown area because we heard about a restaurant that serves a really good burrata. So that's the plan. It's honestly so fun to rent a car and casually make your way from village to village. Although they're similar, it's exciting to discover what makes each one unique. Fontvieille boasts a beautifully manicured entrance lined with old stone and plaster homes covered in ferocious green ivy, and a lovely village center surrounded by a couple of cute restaurants.
The fries of Marseille, very soft, squishy, made out of garbanzo bean flour. Merci beaucoup.
Fontvieille felt too small for us to live in one day, but we did enjoy our lunch and the bright yellow shutters. We are on our way out of the Airbnb to go check out the running of the bulls. There's a bull, there's like a bull festival happening over the next few days. We actually didn't even know that this was happening in Saint-Remy. So we're gonna go see if we can get a spot near the railings where they run by. And I'm almost certain there's gonna be people in the streets running from them as well. We'll check it out.
We are here in Remy de Provence and we are waiting for the lâcher de taureau, which I think if they are throwing the balls around in the streets, I have no idea what to expect. So it should be fun.
Yeah.
Or dangerous.
Probably both.
We learn afterward that the event starts once the barricades are set up. First come the abrivado. The bulls run the streets surrounded by horsemen called guardians. They prevent the bulls from escaping. In the meantime, some young participants are trying to distract the bulls. The second part is called encierro, and the bull is let loose in the area to run around. The wild beast will charge at anything that moves, and some brave locals are enjoying teasing, challenging and taunting, and hopefully dodging it. It was cool to catch this event that specifically takes place in Camargue, which is where Saint-Remy is.
Next stop on the village tour, Noves. The morning we arrived here, there was barely anyone out and about in the streets. It's not a big tourist spot, so it definitely feels authentic and lived in. We always love to find the path to the highest spot in the village to check out the view. And for some reason, I really cannot get enough of these terracotta tile rooftops. While Noves offered the ultimate in peace and quiet, it felt way too sleepy for us. My personal highlight was watching this cat interaction from a distance and thinking about what they might be saying to each other.
So, did you subscribe? just did. Cool, me too.
We have stopped in a small village called Grans, and it's really, really quiet. We're gonna see if we can find a little spot to grab some lunch and explore this tiny little town together. The small village of Grans snuck up on us and took us a bit by surprise. There are only about 5,000 people that live here, so it definitely feels quaint and quiet, but it was just so pretty in the warm afternoon sunlight. It's really close to a larger town called Salon de Provence, in case you needed more substantial amenities, but it would be a lovely place to call home.
How's the food, Kelsey?
It's very good. It has fresh vegetables and Airbnb de Provence and a really delicious crust. Yeah, good choice.
Mine is like zucchini ravioli with zucchini grilled instead of dough. Mix of cheese and beef and herbs. It's very good. And there's a tomato sauce with it. A delight. Coffee espresso and café gourmand.
If you're in Saint-Remy on a Tuesday night in the summer, you can't miss the Creators Night Market. It runs from late June through early September, starting around 7 p.m. and lasting until midnight. Local artists and makers set up along the streets and throughout the squares, selling everything from jewelry and textiles to leather goods, paintings, and handmade home decor. It's not your typical tourist market at all. It's genuine artisan work. There's something really special about a warm summer night with live music, chirping seagulls, and friendly chatter filling the air. The vibe is relaxed and lively at the same time. Shops stay open late, restaurants and cafes are packed until the sun has long set.
Merci, jeune homme.
This Airbnb was super simple, but honestly, it was great. We'll link it in the description if you're interested. There are only 3 criteria we typically have when booking an Airbnb in Provence. 1, it needs to be in the village or within a 10-minute walk from the village. 2, there has to be air conditioning. And 3, it must have an outdoor area for hanging out and enjoying apero. It's 93 degrees still, and it's about 6:30 p.m. But we are braving the heat and grabbed our totes. So we're gonna grab a few things to make a little apero for ourselves tonight and chill at the apartment because it's quiet. It'll be a nice little change of pace from being out all day today.
Here's the spread that we come up with for apéro. Some little saucisson with blue cheese, chips with goat cheese and hot pepper, crackers with comté, some melons, some peanuts, green olives, couple of cheeses, and some ricotta stuffed sweet pepper, and Kel's favorite, raw radishes with salted butter. To finish, a cheese and anchovies pizza. Let's not forget our favorite drink, pastis. It's the go-to summer drink for apéro. It tastes like licorice and it's so refreshing during some hot summer afternoons. 1 part pastis, some ice cubes. The drink gets cloudy as you add 5 parts of fresh water. The true taste of south of France.
One of my favorite snacks that's sometimes served for apéro in France is radis beurre, which is just raw radishes with some salted butter kind of tucked in to a little crevice for your butter. So you tuck the butter in there and then you just pop it in your mouth and the butter kind of cuts the harshness of the radish and it's just such a good flavor. 10 out of 10.
Bon appétit. Merci.
Quentin, what have you loved about Remy de Provence en français?
Remy de Provence est un village très charmant. Il y a beaucoup de petites ruelles, il y a plein de magasins sympas. Une fois par semaine, il y a une brocante et un marché nocturne. On peut entendre le chant des cigales toute la journée et c'est assez proche de la mer. Et voilà.